have sequence
Oh, okay.
in
Okay,
there.
we are now live. Hal, we are now live.
We need your TV announcer voice.
Hal, we're live.
Okay,
Speak
here we
loudly and
are,
clearly.
believe it or not, once again, on the 2nd of March, 2024,
One of the places
in beautiful
that's where we're
downtown
the candy from
Evanston, at the
Gilligan's Island.
Evanston Public Library,
Exposure.
where we can find the Chicago TIUG group March meeting. Today, we have a new guest, Matt McCoy from Milwaukee. We have Jim Mazurk, our technical director, John Bakey, who has come back to the fold after many years' absence, Vic Sturp, our president, and I'm here too, Hal Shanfield, fair chairman, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, Vic, what do we have for us today?
Well, we have a bunch of different stuff. At our last exciting episode, we demonstrated Ricky Barron's Marble Maze, and then we did the Inu Futo Japanese game collection. And Willie Dolch commented on the YouTube page that he, here it is, let me pull it up. This is the actual page cut from it. You can't read it, so Hal, John?
Al can't read anything without his glasses.
Or do you want me to read it?
If you can.
If I can.
Oh,
Best
wait,
regards
where's
to
my
you.
banners?
Oh,
There we go.
okay. Best regards to you from Wiesbaden. I discovered your video by chance today and am once again amazed that the good old TI-99 4A is still alive. Maybe you know my 5 games that I programmed for the TI-99 4A in the 1980s. Alien Landing, Jack the Digger, Circus, and Jumping Miner, Nankut the Eskimo. Nanook, excuse me. I can't read. I hope you continue to have a lot of fun with the TI-99 4A, and please stop resizing stuff and taking things off my screen.
There you go.
So stay healthy and curious. Willie Dolcich from Wiesbaden, Germany. Meantime, almost 77 years old. Winky smiley.
Really Deutsch.
Okay. So I did some research. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say that we'll put him on the mailing list, and I think that he'll be happy. We have a number of people from Germany, from the German group, from the Dutch group, from the Italian group, and a whole bunch of people who'll be glad to see the fact that we now have, thanks to John Benke here, a newsletter again. I think that that will please a lot of people.
So I'm going to. So I found that these games are on the giveaway USB thumb drives. They were given away at the fair. They're on the From Barry Harmson library under the named files. And they're all there by the correct name except for Circus. Circus is spelled with the C. They're also on Walid Malouli's TI Game Shelf. So as an example, if you go to the TI Game Shelf, let me get one of these queued up here. There we go. If you go to the TI Game Shelf, as an example, here's what you'll see, is you'll see, oh, here's Jack the Digger, and it shows a couple screenshots, one of the title screen, one of the actual game screen. It'll show in fine print a description of it. And then at the bottom there, in the very, very lowest left corner where it's purple that you can't see anymore, because I've downloaded it already, it's to download Jack the Digger. There's the link. And then he's nice enough to tell you what you need. XP cartridge, 32K RAM joysticks, and the program you run on that disk is JackDig. So the next, let me get to the next image here. Okay, here's Alien Landing. Again, it's a small picture. I'm just gonna blink through these real quick because this is rather small. But there's Alien Landing, a title screen. The instructions are in German. I'll get to the next screen. Here's what you'll see on the TI game shelf of Circus. And then Jump Miner, which looks very familiar, we'll get to that later. Nanook, which is a version of Frogger. And Stardust, which is a ground level alien invasion prevention. And here's the original YouTube page, but I cropped it and I put the, just the left section of text on there. So we'll go up a folder. This is a ground level. Okay, and we'll zoom this in a bit. So here's what Alien Lander looks like. There's the one screen, and then the next screen. Try to zoom that in a bit. I think there's a way of making these all full screen, but I don't remember what the command is. Circus, your setup screen, your play screen, Jack the Digger title screen, the plane screen, and then Jumping Miner, which looks a lot like Miner 2049er, and Nanook, which is like Frogger, and Stardust, which is a shoot 'em up. You see your spacecraft in the lower left corner, a shadow, and if you zoom in on the mountains in the background, they spell out his initials there in it. So, I think that's all the, yeah, in the page 2 of Stardust. So, let me bump it up on here. Yeah, these are the disk files that I got off the From Buried Carmson library, and the bin files I got off of the TI game shelf. So let's go back to TI. One problem I had was I discovered that it was cumbersome loading each disk separately using the Nano. So I put them all on one floppy disk, and then I took the this loader that Tom Pellegrino wrote for his computer software library, and to make a convenient loader for it. So these are the same programs, but I sort of edited them into English, sort of, like you see the letter G there, Vic's edited Jump Mine, because I wanted to keep the original Jump Mine clear, or Jumping Miner clear. But if we go for Alien Landing, yeah, there's no embedded assembly or anything in that loader. It's just straight extended basic calling something. Oh yeah, James, you're gonna need the joysticks there.
You were going to make me play a game poorly?
Now, an Alien Lander, it sort of alternates between alpha lock up and alpha lock down. If you press the key and then something doesn't happen, it's got to ask for the different one. I always leave the alpha lock up because it says it's going to use a joystick, but some of these programs are sort of contrary. To translate this German into English, this is the German language version. I just held up my Android phone and used Google Lens to translate it. and I got some of the most interesting translations there. But yes, joystick 1 is, I believe, the attack stick there, yeah. See if that works, press the button. Oh, Hal? Verhindern Sie die
What's that?
Wendung. Can you translate the German, please?
Oh. Yeah,
don't do
sorry.
that.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
You're broadcasting, I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
know. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Try to prevent the landing of 10 aliens. After 10 shots, it gets, after 10 shots, it gets harder. I'm trying to see it, the joystick number 1, for left and right, and for fire also. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, press
Press
joystick number
Sorry,
1.
Jim.
Okay, and this is your best score. So you see I got in there.
You might
If it
expect to
doesn't
be in the
seem-
top 5 there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
No pressure, Jim.
I see Victor has been playing.
Something needs to
It
happen.
says, wait a minute.
Yeah, it
'cause
says
it's
you gotta
loading
wait.
here, so-
Okay.
I'll try pushing the alpha lock down and see if it sees your button now.
One of the problems with watching it on my own computer is that there's a
Yeah, I may be
time
loading
lag.
data.
So I try playing it,
Initializing
play it
the
on
level.
time lag.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Just when you think your TI's broke,
You'll start playing and you will instantly
It's gonna
die.
basically go slow, but not this slow.
I think that.
Oh, there we
go. There we go.
okay, so it draws the mountains. And some folks might recognize this program, similar to another shooting program. Your cannon on the bottom shoots a missile, a rocket, or a shell at the alien.
Uh-oh.
You have 15 rounds to keep the 10 aliens from landing. And if you just leave them on the screen, they'll eventually get to the bottom, touch the ground, and pursue your now immobile cannon and destroy it. Because it doesn't see the joystick if you're trying to move left or right. But it's got some nice sounds there too.
There's 4.
Glad the
blows up
sprite-
real
I'm-
good.
I'm glad the sprite collision isn't perfect,
Uh-oh.
otherwise I would be.
Cannon repair. So the
Yeah.
mechanic has to come out and do maintenance on the cannon.
Well, he's quick.
You know, this looks an awful lot like Peanut Shoot.
Yes.
That
Can you
was-
say that?
Yeah, Peanut Shoot, yeah, I can
Oh,
say that.
you said-
I actually
you
demonstrated that a couple of years
And
ago.
it's really funny because they come up and they tighten your balls. Look at that, we run out, but-
I think he's carrying a wrench.
Yeah, it's a wrench.
So,
And a marital aid.
so Willie, we're demonstrating your programs.
And the aliens in Peanut Shoot were people copulating as they came down.
Come on now.
I got a kick out of
Well,
it.
this thing is going down fast.
Technically, we are,
This is a family show, guys.
and technically speaking, even though we're listed
That's my shtick.
we're listed as not for children, they are now basically telling you must conform regardless. Your standards must conform to theirs regardless of what you claim.
Okay, so in the bottom left corner, it says rocket number, and in the right corner, it says points. So since this is just Common Extended Basic, I was able to go through the program and
Uh-oh, what'd you do, Jim?
I have no idea.
Oh, Jim, you did it
Upper
now,
left
Jim.
corner.
Broke it, Jim. You
Jim, you broke it.
yeah, he defeated 10 aliens. Now for round
They're
2.
really pissed.
Oh, yeah, look at them now. The aliens are really hysterical. You've got the same
No,
sound
but
effects as
faster.
the other.
Oh, this is a different looking guy.
Yeah,
He-
That's an ugly one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming for you, Jim.
I think you could even play this on the keyboard, even though it says joystick, but I don't want to interrupt James Fund right now.
No, he's on a roll. He's going for the high
Oh,
score.
Another.
Cannon repair.
Another cannon. Uh-oh, you missed it. Oh.
Here we go.
Yeah, he never really
Must have
stops
just-
in front of the
must have
cannon.
just thrown the wrench at it.
Oh, he's getting lower now, Jim.
I think you can
Yeah.
go off the left side of the screen and come over on the
Oh,
right. There
I
you
see
go.
that.
This one's got a little bit of climb
Uh-oh.
hanging down.
You know how many
And,
times,
Oh, get him.
how many years I played Alpiner before I found out you can go off the left side of the screen and come on the right? And I went like, oh, you can do that?
I didn't know you could do that.
It took me over 15 years to figure out you could slow the cars down on,
Car Wars?
Car Wars?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Car Wars.
Dodge him.
I had never, ever won that damn thing. That's why I like Zero Zap. You just press the button once and it does the whole thing for you.
You sweating, Jim? You need a cold rag?
For all of our viewers in Germany, don't know what Klimbim means. It's something that hangs down.
Come on now, Hal.
Well,
Hell's on a roll.
I don't think-
You're gonna get
I don't
us
think-
kicked off
I don't
of
think anybody
YouTube.
around here knows what Klimbim is. You know how I know that? That was one of the words that my wife, when she was studying in Germany, used inappropriately. So I remember that. It's like we say bling.
Uh-oh.
That's what. That's
The
it.
pressure's on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's 2 in a row he missed.
Oh, come on, Jim, you can do this. Got it.
Yeah, I might run out of rounds though before we.
Close.
Well, you get 15 rounds to defeat 10 invaders.
Yeah, but I think I've misfired 4 times at this point, so it's going to be close.
This is tense. Oh, here
Well, I
comes-
misfire
Little
once in a
green
while.
dude's coming
so
Here we go. Turned him yellow again.
You must have a tricorder or something, he just has
Yeah.
to wave it in the air.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there they come.
Oh, boy.
They're sneaky, this one. Oh.
They're coming right for you. Uh-oh.
Timeout.
Timeout.
What happened?
It
Uh-oh.
says-
Ran out of
It
time.
says they're coming, it says now they're
It
coming
took too long.
faster.
If you dance with them too long, you run out of time on the clock.
Look at that.
He
Look at that,
got
huh?
the best
Ah,
score.
put your name
Oh,
in
put your
there.
name in. Come on.
Come on.
Now you have to send this out to everybody in the planet so they all have his high score.
Now,
Yeah.
that is totally not necessary.
Oh, I,
Yeah. There
And
you
it's
go.
saving it to disk.
But
And
it says
new
at the
game,
top,
yeah,
it says
nah.
at the top, you've lost, for one.
Yeah, the earlier screen that just blinked on and off quickly said, your nerves are too slow and your eyesight is too poor.
it sounds
Well, if
about
you notice
right.
the second one there, Wolfgang actually misspelled his name.
Woof, woo.
Yeah.
Woof, woo. Woof, woo.
So I'm gonna press
It's
the
easy to
end
do,
here.
I quite often do that when writing checks.
Right now, there's somebody in Germany listening. It's like, no, that's my real name. What are you making fun of me?
That's right. I figure
I
if.
figured
the
if he
signature
wrote the
maybe
program,
check
he'd make the
won't go
field long enough to hold his name.
Yeah, so there's Alien Lander and Alien Best, which is your score fire, your
File.
file for your score. This, I think, is my English language translation. I was playing with this disc up to last night.
I mean, you had an English one. You managed to play the German one.
Well, yeah, show you the comparison.
authentic.
Does it
It's an
shoot them
authentic
down different?
experience.
Because my translation is using like Google Translate, and it's sort of interesting sometimes on what it's trying to see. So here we go. Joystick 1, press button.
We're gonna play the whole thing again.
And
No.
here you go. Try to prevent the landing of 10 aliens. Yeah.
Yeah, after 10 shots, it gets harder. Use joystick number 1 for left and right and fire. That's a pretty good translation.
But the best in list, I haven't found this yet on the best in list, where I could
Highest score.
redo it for.
Okay,
And
let's see
this
what
please
happens when I
wait.
don't do anything.
I've got it offset.
Oh, yeah. See if he fails.
It's gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, I didn't recenter the word please wait after I translated the much longer German word. It means the same thing.
I don't know what it's doing that takes so long. And I know it's redefining the graphics.
It's trying to figure out
There's
how to draw
a-
the mountains.
It doesn't take that long, though.
Oh, well, you know.
Ampersand
so.
exclamation point P at this point of the program, which is your pre-scan off. because he calls all the variable names at the beginning of the
Oh, is
program.
that what he's doing?
Yeah. So now it's actually loading the program and drawing.
That seemed a little faster than the last one.
Well, we weren't screwing around.
What's in
trying to-
English?
The English one runs faster.
Yeah. There you go, missile number, points, UFO number, and time.
Missile.
So, oh, and it doesn't count down the time, it just accumulates the time. So I don't know how much time you get. Yeah, so if you take a lot of time to shoot them, you run out of time before you actually get to your 10th alien.
I wonder if anybody's ever done one of those TI invaders.
People have used those invaders in different programs.
Well, I mean, I don't wanna, I'm trying to think of a program to write for the fair, but I don't wanna do one that's already been written, there's like 400,000 programs written.
Right, everyone's got their own personalized version of it.
Do the sequel to the lewd version of,
Lunar Lander?
what is it, Another Goddess of Phobos.
Come on, Hal.
And,
We know where the hell's the mind is today.
Yeah, but keep in mind,
That's-
YouTube has
that's
changed
the one where they get into,
changed their
you know,
terms
super genius
yet
and,
again.
I have actually seen a copy of a computer magazine with a model dressed up appropriately for LGOP.
Yeah.
And it says, "This will take over the world." And,
Well-
it was humorous.
No, I think there's, I know that, I just heard that, what is it, 70% or 90% or something of everything on the internet is porno. And it seems to me that we're a little behind the curve.
Come on, people. Hal,
No, we need.
I'll have to put a
if we
different
wanna-
game
If we
on
want to
it.
revive interest in this community, it seems to me we need some porno.
Well, with the graphic capabilities, we'd have to have an active imagination.
That's right.
You know what?
But Still,
This has never been done before.
that's right.
Text porn, just describe it.
That's right.
Scott Adams Adventure,
That would work.
Yeah.
That would work.
TI, yeah.
Sure, that would work.
That
Leather
was,
Goddess of Phobia Part 2, all in text.
Yeah. Well, why not? Why not? And it can only be available
168
at the fair.
seconds.
At the fair,
At
that's
the
right.
fair. If you don't
Yeah.
come to the fair, you're never gonna see this. And
We gonna have a costume contest at the fair?
we did
Dressed
that,
up as your favorite TI peripheral?
we did, it was, we did that once as, your favorite TI software. And it was, well, yeah, it was at Walter Payton's place out in Elk Grove Village, and, we had the contest, remember that? And Vic and I got a little bit loaded and actually
No.
sang. Yeah, we sang.
No.
Danny Boy.
We sang karaoke,
Anyway,
remember
Yeah,
that?
I'm saying Danny Boy.
We did, and, they had a contest there at the same time in the bar, and this one girl came in this long white costume that came to a point at the top, and she had these two great big fuzzy, orbs on her feet,
on her feet,
on her feet,
on her feet.
on her feet, and
Okay.
she was walking like this, because, the whole thing encased her like that, and we couldn't figure out exactly.
Well, she
what
won
it
the
was.
lottery balls for the,
Yeah, and it was a penis, and, yeah, she came as a.
Someone
and
put
she-
out-
and
put
all
Hal
she
in the
could see was
corner.
just her face. Yeah, and,
I do gotta ask you though, because I don't mean to interrupt you, but, because I've never been to one of these. What is a TI Fair web pub crawl?
are you?
now we're getting into something family
You better,
friendly.
you better bring a whole bag of medicine, because,
Yeah,
the infamous pub crawl is when we start out after the banquet.
yes,
We've given out the awards.
Okay.
He does a good job at dodging left and right.
Then we go from pub to pub to pub to pub to pub around Evanston. Now, it used to be, it ended up about 4 o'clock in the morning. And usually everybody was pretty well snarkered by that time.
yeah.
But these days, I think last year was what, 1 or 2 pubs?
One or two pubs?
And we have time, at one point, we walked in the rain. I think a couple of people died of pneumonia for that one. We were soaking wet.
Not
We
this
went-
year though, people listening.
We went,
No deaths.
we started usually at Bat 17, and then we went around the corner to, the place with the chicken wings.
161
Oh, dear God.
seconds.
We set people on fire one year with the chicken wings. I got I got a $60 order of the suicide sauce.
Suicide sauce, okay.
Oh, yeah, and I thought,
I like the
wow,
way the
couldn't
stars
walk
change
with our
colors,
lips
they're
all
not
working.
just white.
You couldn't, we literally, our lips,
Does that count you?
oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen you not be able to talk.
Well, and then my son John took him to work, took what was left to work, and killed a few of his colleagues. But anyway, then and Waleed, everywhere we went, Waleed buys around for everybody.
Now, if you can't attend, is there gonna be a video of the pub
Oh,
crawl?
no, actually, we did.
What, a
we did
virtual
one year.
crawl? Now, you
No-
folks
no
at home.
evidence.
right
Virtual
up-
crawl.
right up
Everybody
all
take
your
a drink.
fingers,
Take
yeah.
We used to, we did take some videos,
Uh-huh.
one year, and people asked us not to do that again, so we didn't.
I was gonna say, when you finish this one, we can go, we got 5 more to go.
Okay, well, let's bail on this and move
Oh,
on.
I didn't wanna ruin your fun.
That's fine.
3 or 4 more times,
You
Jim?
got the high score.
Yeah, high score. Okay, so I'm gonna, it's going on this year, right? You're gonna do the pub
Oh,
crawl?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bring your
Okay.
wheelchair.
Okay.
And we do it every year, and some years, we get a pretty good turnout, and I usually plan, now, unfortunately, we've lost 3 or 4 of the local pubs. I can show you up on the wall here, can't see it at home, but I can show you up on the wall where we go. It's all within about a 4-block area, and Bar Louie is gone, unfortunately. What else is gone? Oh, the Prairie Moon is gone. Where else did we go? We went, Bat 17, I think they're still there. Prairie Joe's is there. Anyway, there's about, the hotels are still there, of course. And, but World of Beer is gone. World of Beer had 400 beers on tap.
I consider that
And
a
that's
challenge.
gone.
And we're gonna do karaoke and we're gonna sing Danny Boy again, right?
No, it wasn't Danny Boy. What did we sing? Vic, what did we sing that year?
It wasn't
sang-
Danny Boy?
We sang something and they wanted to
Who's
record
Danny
it
Boy?
for us and we turned them down.
Oh,
Maybe I should have done it when I
Oh.
was
Yeah,
young.
they were gonna give us a cassette tape and we said no.
does Jim sing?
No, Jim wasn't there.
Oh, Jim didn't
It was
go.
just Vic and I.
Oh,
Remember, I'm a
Yeah.
recent addition to
oh, I
this.
didn't know, oh,
Well,
okay.
this is a new world record, folks, never before done on the internet, the YouTube, is we're up to level 4.
All right.
Oh, look, this is a different
Oh,
looking
look
guy.
at this. This guy's got
This
all
guy's mean
kinds of-
looking, Jim.
He's got all kind of.
He's got your
advantages.
number,
Get
Jim.
him, get him, get
He's
him.
coming
Jim.
down.
Get him, Jim, get him.
Oh, Jim.
Jim, get him.
Oh!
No.
Uh-oh, what's he doing?
He's gonna
Uh-oh.
come get
Walked
me.
away. Oh.
Oh, Jim.
Oh.
Oh, it's not pretty.
The guy's gonna have a lot of repair work.
Oh, boy.
The only way to win is not to play.
I'll put
But
James
you're
in
still
there
on
again.
top. Jim, you're still on top.
Oh, look at it. You gotta keep playing till you knock everybody out.
No. I
We
don't
only,
think
we
people-
only have 27 more games to demo.
So I haven't translated this screen yet, but for more on the best in list and name Bitey.
Says your name, please, at the bottom.
Yeah. So
Well,
so
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
go to
go
the
now.
pub crawl now. Let's do it every month.
well, I invite you guys over for,
I know. Sometimes you're supposed to drink, but I don't care.
I don't have anything to drink, so.
Okay, so
We
then
got Coke. We got
the next
Diet-
one
Diet
here.
Coke and I think,
I'm gonna select B for
we don't have any,
circus.
we don't have any pot, we'll have to go for meth or something, I don't know.
Meth?
Now circus is
You know,
one
it's,
of
pot is legal in Evanston now.
jumping on a
Yeah, it's in Chicago,
trampoline.
too.
We
Circus
went,
game, we gotta move
that
two
was a
guys
good
that
place.
hold
We went down
a,
to Sketchbook Brewery. We had a pile-
trampoline
we had 4
device,
cars.
and you gotta maneuver them to
Slammed.
underneath your guy who dives off the diving board and repeatedly bounce them up in the air. And
We'll bring
I
the
am
pickup
never
truck. I'll
quick
pick the
enough.
bed. We'll put people in the
Put 'em
Go
bed.
ahead. Now, on the
Yeah.
right side of the
Just
screen
drive
is a
around.
green ladder
Drive
and a
around.
platform.
You can drive
And
in
you
the
see the
alley,
two little
and
red
they have,
guys
servers
with the
will bring out
trampoline
a
going
big-
across the bottom of the
big
screen.
beer.
They're just on the
You
right
can
side
bring your
now.
own big bottle, and so if we bring our own,
See that?
our own glasses, they'll just come out
So
and pour.
they will
Yeah,
show up
I've
in
seen
a
Red Solo
particular
Cup.
position
What's his
when you
name?
press the
Just
We
fire
get a
button.
Mexican flag, and then
You
they
don't
get
have to
arrested.
wait for them to
Toby
get right
Keith,
up
Red
to
Solo
the
Cup.
diving
Yeah.
platform.
If we have a
But
Mexican
they
flag,
always
won't
seem to
arrest
be
you.
just a
They
little
can't.
too far off to the
They're afraid you-
left.
they're afraid
No
you
matter
carry
how
machine
quick I
guns.
am trying to move them to the right to get them off the under the diver. And you gotta pop the balloons.
Okay, shall we give this a go?
Yeah.
Anyone else want to be the
No,
driver?
no, you're doing fine.
Oh,
No, Jim, you're the official,
Okay,
You're the shooter
yeah,
today.
you're the young one.
here's the diver.
If I want to play, I'll put quarters on top of the pinball machine.
Who's this, what is this guy doing now?
He's climbing to the
Ladder.
diving
He's gonna
platform.
jump.
Can you control
Oh,
those two
Jim.
guys?
Oh.
Oh, Jim, this got a family.
Oh, well.
To catch him or what? He's still twitching. Oh, I
He's-
And you
see.
can't
he's doing
move
it
these
again with
guys
another guy.
until he jumps. So, I think I would rewrite a couple things on this
You-
game.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
He's going up.
Um,
Here he goes.
are you gonna?
Jim,
Oh,
Yeah, this is not
look at him, he's in.
you need a wife and 3 kids.
oh, well.
Yeah, shoot him.
Had is
What's
the
the
operative
pitchfork?
word.
Is that it?
If you look at the background, like the audience and the crowd and the
Well,
seals.
the graphics are nice.
Oh, yeah.
I like the seals. Why doesn't the seal jump?
Look at
Yes,
the,
yes.
Get ready, Jim, get ready, move,
Here you
move.
Go, Jim, go, Jim, Jim. Oh, you got it.
Good one, good one.
Oh,
Now you gotta get
Gotta
the
catch
guys
him
back
again.
under.
Catch him again,
Here
Jim.
it comes. You got it.
Oh,
This is
Jim.
better than.
Yeah, the
He's got
problem
this
is you
master.
don't
See if
move
you
until
can
he's
knock
on
out
the
some-
What was that?
he went off the top
went
of
off
the
the top
screen.
and died because he clicked the bottom and counted as a fall.
That was
And,
awful.
No, it's TI's fault, it's too slow.
yeah, the problem is that you can't move the guys until he's on a downward trajectory.
That's a problem.
Okay.
They want you to die.
Well, you don't know where he's gonna land, but yeah, if you see him marking over one side.
But yeah, if he goes off the screen,
Oh,
yeah, so
Okay.
Yeah, see,
I literally have to be holding the joystick.
Yeah,
before-
you know how to fix,
already.
you know how to fix this, because I ran into the problem with a couple of my programs. You have to put the movement of the trampoline in the routine of him moving, you know what I'm saying? So everything's,
Yeah, because
you
like,
take
right,
turns,
like right now, I can't move it.
because it's totally locked out. It needs to be in the same,
Oh,
you got him.
he sort of went through the
Was he-
trampoline, but
well, sprites are hard to control in basic.
yeah, they are.
Was he supposed to knock out one of those balls or what?
Yeah, you're trying to
Ideally.
aim them at him.
Is he gonna catch a ball or?
We just hit 3 and it didn't register.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. This is getting really scary. Keep going.
Well,
This guy doesn't even have a helmet.
On
Yeah.
Maluli's TI
Does
game
Ocean know
shelf,
about this game?
they have the instructions.
Oh,
Let me
he
see
just
if I
died
can get
because he
it.
hit the
How the hell
bottom.
did
Oh, Jim!
He came from below? What, he hit the bottom of the trampoline?
This
Yes.
one's a work in
Oh
progress.
no,
I think.
he hit the ground by way of
Oh.
going off screen.
Yeah, right, he came up and he came from below, no wonder.
Yeah, so a little bit of sprite
Jim,
detection problem.
Jim, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Don't feel guilty
To
about
be
it.
fair, anybody who's done extended basic, if you
It's
put
a
all the
difficult
error
task.
checking in there you want, you slow it down so much the game's almost unplayable.
Yeah,
So sometimes you have to,
Okay, so here's
You
the
just
live with
circus
it.
Suck it up, yeah.
on
Yeah.
TI game shelf with the description. I'll read it because I can get closer, but I gotta take my glasses off and use my X-ray vision. Of all Dolce's games, this is my favorite. You are a, hopefully, very talented circus performer
Yeah,
having
yeah.
a great show in front of a large audience. You get to perform many acts, including trampoline jumping, arrow shooting, and seal training, among other things. This requires pinpoint precision and great reflexes. Otherwise, the remains of your broken body are literally dusted off the stage. Masterfully executed, it's definitely a game you want to try. XP 32K RAM disk drive joysticks. So,
Isn't he the author of that other fun game, Auschwitz?
oh, we haven't even gotten past the first round. We haven't gotten to the circuit of the seal training or balloon popping.
At what time do they beat the seals?
I always liked that Lucy show where she was
He's
trying
on a
to
roll
teach a
today.
seal how to
Seems a little cruel.
did you have like a Red Bull this morning?
If you can be killed by coming from the bottom of the screen, hitting the bottom of the trampoline. If you moved the trampoline and you didn't hit the trampoline, would he just continue to go straight up and then come back down again?
Well, no, I think the sprite detection detected the
Is that-
ground, not the trampoline.
I mean, what kind of a floor does
Okay.
it?
It's extended basic, it's too
Okay.
slow.
I don't know.
They're missing, he's missing collision
Well,
detection
you want to
events
try
at the
stuff
top,
with
and
the
he's picking them up.
compiler, didn't
That
you?
was my issue with the
Well, I mean,
extended
Didn't you say
basic was
that,
it was
uh,
always,
I'm
like
curious
collision
about it.
detection was like not.
That's-
Yeah,
not
there's
really.
online videos of how to use that compiler, and a lot of people have used it.
Well, I rewrote, one of my old games called, what was it called? Galaxy Lander. Where you
Okay.
land on the surface of all the different planets. It's a knockoff of
Lunar
Lunar
Lander.
Lander from the eighties. And, I ran into the same problem because you wanna use sprites to make it look nice, but, the problem is that the ground and all the background is not sprites. You know, so you have to constantly calling in a subroutine to see if it's touching. And if it's at the wrong, if it's clipping when the program's not checking, it
Yeah.
goes right through.
Yeah, right.
And there's not a darn thing you can do about it except try to keep the loop as tight as possible.
Yeah.
Right.
And something like
Or you
Parsec
or you
is-
have to control the movement in program, which is ultimately very slow.
Right, then you don't get the fluid movement, then it's a little jerky. So when I rewrote it, well, it'll be in the April edition of the newsletter for anybody who cares.
Sounds like fun.
You know, see if you can land. I changed it a little bit, made the graphics a little better, put some color into it.
When you write a good utility, I'll be looking, because I'm not a gamer.
I don't write utilities, that was,
Okay.
Nick Accavelli and,
Jim
Who's
Peters.
still floating around.
what was Kaplan, wrote a lot of good
Todd
stuff. Todd
Kaplan,
Kaplan, real smart guy, real good guy. Nick too.
I remember at one of the meetings when Todd asked if people would give him ideas for programs, what would you like me to write? And, I thought, that's kind of cool. I wanted a celestial
Joystick too.
navigation program, but he never did that. I did the same thing with Bruce Harrison. He asked me one time, he would send me
Translation,
copies
please,
of everything
Al?
he wrote before he released it to.
Al, you gotta read the.
I haven't
Samuel-
translated
So I
all
would
these
plan
programs.
or use it and, get first crack at everything. And,
Read.
what's this? Oh, okay, Jack the Digger.
English, please.
Oh, okay. Sample all the symbols, but beware, don't touch the wand or the Geister. I don't know what the hell. the
Ghost,
Geister is.
maybe?
I see.
So that's what I was working
Bring,
with.
the points, to the left, 10 rounds, and, each round gets a little harder.
As my elders would often say, clear as mud.
Figure it out, Jim.
So watch out, for the one.
Alpha
Alpha
lock,
lock.
Geist stuff.
nicked
Up.
open.
Okay, you gotta have the alpha lock up.
It is.
Good.
Okay, let's see what
Jack the
happens.
Digger.
So this one, it seems a little difficult to get him to run, jump, avoid obstacles, still get on that ladder.
With apologies to.
So this is a multi-level platforming game where you gotta climb ladders to get to the top.
Now, looks like my heart rhythm.
He's using, he's putting, okay, never mind. I know why it's taking so long.
He's doing graphic characters, right?
Well, if you print the whole line at one time, print ads with the graphics,
Where
it'll pop
am
up
I?
right away.
Okay, this joystick is not, okay.
And
Oh, there he is. He was at the top.
Yeah,
That's
but it
right.
wasn't moving left or right
Yeah.
for me.
Well, try joystick one, maybe.
It
It's
did
not-
move down and kill me quite effectively.
You guys still there, he's sitting there.
it looks like there's little bits of fire and, all kinds of other nasty
I like the
stuff.
screen.
Oh, hold it.
It's moving.
He walks one character, square at a time.
So
You
the
gotta
idea is to
pick
go
up the
down?
tokens
Oh,
and
this is
avoid
like
the
a,
monster.
it's
Yeah,
like
I see that.
it's like version of Pac-Man. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Ooh, that hurts.
Oh, gee. Very disappointed.
That's gonna leave them alone.
These guys are all frowns.
Smiles
It's
just
a little tough,
frown
it's a
turned
little tough
upside
to see
down.
the bad guys here when they're all the same color.
What'd you do there?
He walked
Went
through
down
the
one,
floor.
too, went
Too far?
down too far.
Oh.
We're relying on you here, Jim.
Now we're
To answer
being
your
attacked by
question, Willie,
pretzels.
yes, we do have all your
Get out
games.
of here. There you go.
I think you can avoid both of them by hanging out in the ladder. Not every
You
game
need
lets
to
you
move all
do
the way,
that.
See, now that's what I do, I just hang on the damn ladder. Why take all those risks? Maybe you get down to the bottom level when it's not so far to fall.
Okay,
Well, I got a feeling
now
it's,
the monster,
Yeah.
And now
Move it,
it's not
Jim.
going in the other direction.
You broke it again.
go off the right side.
Oops.
Oh, there you go. You took the shortcut.
Suicide. Maybe you could go off the right side of the screen and avoid, come up behind the monster.
No, I think we're just not getting good joystick control
This
on
might
this.
be better with
If you wanna
joint,
swap
with keyboard control.
sticks.
You need a trackball.
if you wanna switch the sticks?
Yeah, let's try that, because I think
Okay.
it's not really
Okay.
detecting correctly.
Leer has es nicht
Leider hat es nicht geklappt.
geklappt.
No,
Is that
means-
right?
No, leider hat es nicht geklappt. That means it didn't work.
It didn't work?
Okay.
Lassen Sie bitten den
Don't let
Dorf nicht.
your head hang down and, and
No, I get nothing.
This
So
is
I
the
don't know if you
German
have-
I gotta
language
press
portion of
J
the
or
program.
N.
Yeah.
So let me press J, now that the guys are having
I can't
fun.
read it anymore. Wait a minute. Yes, I
Okay,
can.
so
Lost
now
it.
we
Let's see if
start,
this works
you
better.
got the little, okay, that
Yes,
other
no.
stick is lame.
Yes, no problem.
Now, the monsters only seem to travel halfway across the screen.
Does the program come with a joystick when you buy it?
It says, do you want a new game? And it's a ja or nein at the bottom, J or men.
You're doing better, Jim.
Now I can actually go in the other direction.
Well, I dug into my box of
Run for it.
joysticks, and I bought a couple at random to bring. One's the tack stick that's made out of a tire inflation valve. The rubber is the pivot, and if you unscrew the knob, there's actually a Schrader valve in there. Where they
Okay.
bought a whole bunch of tire valve stems as a damn near unbreakable
Oops.
Oh, you don't want to.
pivot. I'll send you the disk files for all
Don't
these.
get greedy, just pick up as many as you can. You'll still get to the top of the list.
Actually, I only have to send one disk file, and that's this disk that has all the games on it.
Well, just give, I'll put it up on the webpage, which we haven't talked about yet.
There you go, see, just grab whatever you get.
Yeah, see, but you tend to want to go down till you touch the floor,
Go back up.
and that's one step too far. So his actual walking surface is up in the air
I
here.
think the floor should be the floor.
I think he saw
Well,
you.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who does he think he is, Gordon Lightfoot or something?
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
One too many.
Next.
Okay, we'll go to the next game then.
Yeah, I'll be at this all day.
And of course, we're using a Final Grom 99 that has a whole bunch of libraries on it that we've shown before. We're just going to go to the page 2 to RXB and pick up my old favorite RXB 2015. Select disk 1 load, and here's the loader. So Jumping Miner, you're going to love this one. It looks very familiar. But for me, this is a much more playable game than, here, I'll run
Yeah,
through
they
this
spelled
one.
his name differently.
This is very much like Miner 2049er. And because he moves one character square at a time, you have very precise location when you get to those darn ramps and slides. Where for me with Miner 2049, it was very difficult to tell where the edge of the ramp was. I kept trying to pick up that one last piece of floor.
I haven't played it in 40 years, so.
No, the cartridges are expensive on
Yeah.
on eBay.
It's all
I
retro stuff now.
think
People
it's
go
on
crazy.
the
Oh, yeah.
Final Grom,
Oh, yeah,
Miner
you can-
2049.
you can get it all, yeah.
But 90% of the stuff for Final Grom, you
Does
need
this
to
music go on for about 10 minutes, or?
Remember you switched.
Try pressing the space bar or something and it.
No, I was just going on, and it's nice music, don't get me wrong.
Okay, so here's your
Shits and
miner
ladders.
on the bottom. Oh,
Used to
it's the other
joystick.
stick. Yeah. Here's your miner on the bottom, and the idea is to turn all the, yeah, this one's crappy.
What,
Box of joysticks.
what is the, oh, listen, I've got about 30 of them. My kids always thought I could move.
Oh, it's the Radio
they could move
Shack
everything
joystick
faster.
that's
I
crappy,
push them
Archer
harder.
branded.
So I've got a bunch of,
The original
Here,
Atari
we'll try
VCS
this.
joysticks, they were designed to break.
If you
Yeah,
notice,
exactly.
there's a timer
Oh, yeah.
there in the
only
upper
ones that
right
ever
part
worked
of the
with a guy in,
screen. And that timer's
from,
gonna get to zero
Ohio
before I can even get close
that,
to
bought,
finishing.
stuff, they were, really robust.
But you see, he
And,
moves one character graphic at a
Speaking
time.
of Don Walden,
Uh-huh.
he brought his daughter, if you remember his daughter, who was a lovely young lady and wore a very short skirt.
Here we go.
And quite a nice outfit, but this guy's, Ron, forgot his last name, but his wife Ada, told him that if he went down to Don's table, he was gonna find another way to get home. And she was adamant about that.
You can't
There
jump
was
this
quite a
game.
crowd down
Okay,
there.
the only thing about this game is that where's the bad guys?
Well, they show up if you go over certain areas twice.
Oh, okay, I see. I was gonna say, otherwise I'm like, well, you're just walking.
There are two screens to this, and on the Vic Jump version of this that I rewrote, I disabled the clock. So it gives me the time to go around and do everything.
What exactly are you supposed to do here?
You see how you're filling
gotta
in the,
turn-
Oh, I see, oh, okay.
You gotta change the floor everywhere. Now, these pink things are slides. So what you can do is when you get up to the edge of this one, you can jump, and you land on a ledge there, and you can jump back and clear it, because if you step here,
Oh,
You
I
move
see.
sideways and get off on a level
So
while you're
you're
sliding.
all the way back on the
I
bottom.
don't know.
That's,
see,
interesting.
normally I thought Miner 2049er had like bad guys moving around and stuff.
Yeah. Well, these little mounds on the floor, I think if you walk over
Is it a
them
landmine?
twice, no, one of them changes.
Well, how do you get from this level to the next? I see, you gotta go
You
down.
gotta fill
the-
the
See, you
level in.
automatically slide
all the way
right
down
through
and
You
there.
gotta get that corner, you missed it.
Well,
Well, when you get to the second level,
You do it again.
oh, I see, you gotta jump. Oh, okay.
you can jump that, but you can't jump this. And if you fall too far,
You die.
you die. So you can drop one level, but I can't drop two levels.
See, if they had a single sprite automatically moving, going on like a slight angle, it would cover the whole screen, and then just had one detect, it would make the game a little more,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because
A
then it
little
would,
more
it would keep moving
engaging
down.
kind of.
Maybe the second level is. You're listening, I'm not criticizing your game, I love it. No, actually, it's a very good design.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to get there anyway, right? So that was good to go there.
Could you jump to not hit the, there we go.
So would that main character be, those would be sprites stacked on top of each other then?
This looks like he's using a sprite, but he's moving it.
I think it's a graphic
Independently.
character with two different definitions.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you, but I'm pretty sure it's a sprite.
Now, this is rare. I finished the level in the amount of time he allotted me. The other program on this disc, Jump Vic, instead of Jump Vine, I disabled the clock. Okay, this is,
There we go.
okay. So now you have a harder one. Now this involves a whole lot of jumping.
I see what this, so you're basically just fighting the clock, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did have monsters show up on the first level if I walked across those little mounds on the floor too many times. It changed into a red monster, but it didn't hurt me. If I walked past it again, it didn't pursue me or anything, so maybe that's like a work in progress.
And what are the little punching bags? You jump up or something and do something? Jump up on one of those punching bags when you get a chance.
Okay.
Is that supposed to be something that you're trying to do, or something that you're trying to
Jump up,
avoid?
see what happens. You must get points for that or something.
Okay. So I can drop down to there.
And how would you get some of the ones that are, yeah, I guess you'd have to try to jump.
Oh, you got one, whatever
Yeah.
that was.
Jump on.
Gotta go back and time on that thing.
Yes. Yeah, I think one of the
How do
most,
you get that one over there though? Jump all the way across?
I don't know how you get that one. Anyway,
Jumped,
game
but
over.
it didn't get
Game
it.
over.
You, the viewer, can try it yourself and
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
us.
Yeah, because let's find, because I got a few things here, like Alien is my rewritten version.
We can at least avoid the phrase, do not try this at home. Try this at home, whatever you do, try this at home.
Do try this.
You too could fall 16 stories, you know. Shatter
So I wanted Vic
Thinking
edited
about it.
jump mine.
So what's the difference?
English language, clock, timers turn off.
And how does that affect the game? Makes it a little
It
smoother?
made it where I could play it.
Oh!
It made it to where I could clear that
So that's
first
not, so in
level.
other words, any game that you can't play, you just
Right.
rewrite it?
Yeah.
Do you have like a library of rewritten programs?
Isn't that part of the game?
I never
See
thought of
here,
it
I
that way.
rewrote this one, prepare
Oh,
for station
that's
one.
the Kobayashi removal.
Yeah, 3 chances
I
left.
figured it out. I rewrote the program.
Yeah, it's like if you can't win,
Just
cheat.
rewrite it.
Rewrite it.
Some programs, what was the one that, I'm trying to think of his name now. He wrote Neverlander, and he had the one where you could eliminate all the different colors. And so I set all the colors to the same one, and I could just press one button and boom, all the colors disappeared.
Yeah, you gotta get right under
I loved
those
it. It was-
mushrooms or punchy bags or whatever. I'm gonna get under one, let's see if the score changes.
Yep, big time.
Okay.
Like 50 points.
All right.
Let's see this nano PEB.
Yeah, so anyway, that's what I did, I just rewrote it a bit. That's why I said it was unusual. I finished that first screen with 360 on the clock. So, we'll go to the next game here. C for RXB, B for the RXB with the menu, and select this one, load.
Is the
Okay,
Eskimo one?
Nanook the Eskimo?
Nanook.
Yes.
You gotta say it like, you gotta say Nanook.
I don't have a
You don't-
Alaskan
No?
accent, no.
Jim,
Eskimo
Can
accent.
you translate into Eskimo?
Yeah.
This
yeah.
one is Eskimo.
Oh, okay.
All right, here, this ought to be a,
Oh, Jim volunteers again? Thanks, Jim.
Jim
Now,
has.
he does
Thanks,
say,
Jim.
Alaska.
watch out for the seals, they're very slippery, and I swear,
Oh, geez. you
I've
had to-
jumped right on the back of one and slid off of it. I mean, I can see if you're on one side or another.
Al, don't say a word.
Okay,
Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Frogger,
Okay.
Frogger.
yeah, so let it paint the screen.
Were there any
Penguins.
Eskimos harmed in the
Oh, you
making
get
of this
penguins.
game?
You're the little guy at the bottom with the spear.
Oh, Jim.
Polar bears and penguins and, oh, man.
So I assume stuff like the graham cracker is like useless because everything's been imaged at this point, right? Is that?
I'm the wrong person to ask. The guy next
Yeah,
door is the.
graham
right,
crackers
he's
would
the
be
one to ask.
extremely expensive, they're cumbersome to use, and, yeah, stuff like the flash ROM is affordable, and it's
Uh-huh.
easy to manipulate. You can take that card on any PC, any OS,
I don't know
and you
what
can
I'm
move the
doing
files
wrong.
around.
Yeah,
It's the Nano, you have to use TIDIR to
okay,
put files on it.
okay.
Yeah, because you should move with the fish, right?
You would think so.
So the Nano's got a serial port on it then?
Yes, and the compact flash version is the parallel port.
Okay,
So there's two different, just
I think
depending
you
on
have
what
to hit
port.
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
John, I'm sorry,
It
John.
asks if you want to keep playing and garner more points.
My guess is I'm jumping too late, but we'll see.
It's tough. I think that's a dodge that he put in there saying, oh, the seals are slippery. Or the whales are slippery. There.
You gotta move with them?
I see the, you got brown.
Oh,
bear.
what are you
gosh,
doing?
you're balancing on his tail.
Oh, almost. So what are you gonna do? You gotta like move to the left or something?
No, you don't want to move. It seems like if you move while you're on it, you slip off.
Oh, it's just a,
Is the idea to spear the,
what was the limit on sprites? Was it 16 of them?
16,
Concurrent?
yeah, and if you used, I'm trying to do this from memory. You could magnify them, but if you were using,
Yeah,
there was a bunch of different limits and stuff.
they
but
got real
but
wacky with the
nobody-
magnify, I think, right?
If you were an assembler, you could use them all, that's fine, you
Mhm.
could test them, but
Yes.
basic, you never had that many, because
Yeah,
you couldn't control them.
well, you could
Mhm.
use that, there was an extra set of memory that you could free up. Rick's better at this than I am, but, what was it, Rick, what was the, when you wanted to use extra sprites?
Let's try one more time. If I can't make any
If you want to
progress, then we
use
can move on.
character sets 14 and 15 in extended basic,
Yeah.
you had to turn off the sprite table that was there to get the characters back.
oh,
So you're in extended basic, you want character sets 14 and 15. Say you're running a basic only game.
mhm,
This is one reason why it's basic only. It's calling characters. So what you do is you get out Jim Peterson's merge program called BXB. And you have it on a disk and you tell merge disk 1 BXB. It merges a little subprogram in that
I don't know what I'm supposed to do
restores
when I get to the top.
character set 14 and 15 back to character sets.
huh,
But you
okay,
can't run sprites and that. Well, if you're got a basic only program you're trying to load, you're not going to have sprites anyway. The
Interesting.
sprite limit was, I think, 4 sprites per line.
Uh-huh.
Some
I know they'd like
games,
blank out
like
periodically.
Burger Time,
Terrible.
said as a feature, some of the characters disappear and reappear
As a feature, yeah,
as a
right.
feature.
As a
It's right on the
feature.
box.
Not a bug, but a feature, yeah.
However, with the
Okay.
F-18
I don't think I'm gonna make much.
video card, you could have all 16 sprites on the same line.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it lets you cheat. Actually, they got a dip switch. Do you want the original TI programming, or do you want the advanced?
Uh-huh,
And and I think you can have like 32 sprites now, or something like that. It was a ridiculous number.
I know when you had when you had the magnify turned on, the collision detection was even worse, because it was almost like it wouldn't catch
Well,
any of the,
Well, let's
Try a
well,
different game now.
Yeah, because you're actually looking at a certain point. And
Uh-huh.
So you can compensate for it by moving, but there's a couple different ways to magnify it. I mean, you can make one sprite just
Oh.
twice as big, or big and blocky.
uh-huh.
But I usually used to use 4 characters to
Yeah.
magnify it so it looks nice.
Oh, sure, yeah, that makes sense.
But then you go through 4 times as many, graphics instead of. Because I ran into that when I was redoing the Galaxy Lander, because the Lander is actually four characters in one sprite.
Mm-hmm,
And so I had the flame coming out the bottom originally 40 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And so I never had the left and the right show up.
uh-huh,
So when you did it, it would just move back and forth, but we wouldn't see anything. So I wanted to add the flame coming out to both sides, which
Yeah.
I did, and I had a hard time finding extra character slots to make the flame.
sure,
Because each lander was 4, so when you added the flame to the left and right, you needed to have another 4 for the left flame, another 4 for the right flame. because it was basically redrawing the same graphic with just a flame sticking out.
Yeah.
You weren't adding like just the flame. I
Yeah.
guess I could have added just the flame, but I took the easy way out.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like you
Sorry.
need the missing link. You can do magic tricks with that. We'll get into it later.
Sorry.
Here's the Stardust. Stardust is actually running. We're back on the PC. And here it says, another space shooter from the talented Dolch. You are the pilot of a space fighter defending your planet from invading alien hordes through multiple screens. Requires precision shooting and fast maneuvering. Great graphics and sound effects. A virtual showcase of XP programming. Okay, so here, we'll go back to,
Run at the moment by people coming in. We have an awful lot of these programs to shoot at aliens, but we don't seem to.
Yes, but they're all from outer space.
Yeah, well,
yeah. Remember, it wasn't until 1950 that Australia passed a law making it illegal to kill an Aborigine.
yeah, I know.
A real civilized country.
Yeah, and Argentina, and I think it was Chile, Argentina formed human chains across the country once upon a time to wipe out the indigenous people. And everybody with a gun, a mile-long wide thing would march across the country shooting any of the Indians
Yeah.
that they ran across.
Wow.
Well, fortunately for the TI, we only got aliens from outer space.
I want to see how this controls with all these sprites. This will be interesting.
This
Well,
is
James
great.
has to press fire to begin. He's doing some maintenance
I
now.
love the shot on, can you land on the shot?
Right,
Okay, I believe that uses joystick too. Oh, well, loaded.
Here we go.
Okay, so notice the mountains spell out WD.
We know what he's doing with this.
If you bank, your shot goes at an angle.
Really good. Really good.
These trees aren't sprites.
No, I don't know how he gets them to march down, because usually when you do a print statement, stuff goes up.
No, what it is he's got,
Redefine
he's got 'em.
characters.
no, he's got the graphics, he's turning each line
Oh,
yellow so that you don't see them.
Oh, uh-huh.
So he's alternating it so it looks like he's got it all synced. This is actually pretty ingenious how he did this.
yeah, his own version of Buck Rogers' Planet of Zoom.
You know, so every time the,
We haven't gotten into the technical aspect of actually looking at the code that he wrote.
oops, and if you go off the side, you die.
Yeah, it's, I've played a few games where you've got multiple opponents on the screen, and they shoot at you, and if they miss, the shot goes right through their buddy. You know, doesn't affect them at all. Or they can fly through each other.
because if they can't, it's not detecting
Yeah.
the collision.
So you got square 650. You got 2 Astro Fighters left.
That, the arrow up there on the fuel, moves to the left and then it moves to the right. Are you getting more fuel when you shoot these things? Stealing their fuel?
Prepare for
Psycho
special.
game.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
So like Super Cobra, where you blow something
Two
up
more
and
of these.
pick up the.
It's super, you should like dive down and into the field.
Yeah.
You
I
gotta
spent a lot of, too many quarters.
Exactly.
Willie, help!
prepare for a
Oh.
special game.
Where did these guys come from?
I don't know, it doesn't look like you did
It's
good
like-
there, John.
Yeah, it didn't-
That was nice, that's a nice game.
Again, extended basic, you can go in it and you can play with the code.
Uh-oh. That wasn't good. Came out of
That's
left
my
field.
office.
Oh, wow.
So I've got a TI with a core comp over on the corner there, and then
I,
Much better than
a
mine.
couple of years
K-Pro
ago,
10, Akari Warriors, 84. It's a 84, not a main game, but it's Global Arcade Classics, Star Wars, Tron, and then my TI. So
I bought a cabinet and gutted it,
yeah.
and then put a computer in it
Uh
with a new flat screen monitor, and then I put a main box inside. So, and then I had a real pinball machine, Pinbot, and I sold it for more than I paid for it.
Oh yeah.
And I bought one of the virtual pinball machines, and then I modified it so that the one, it's a,
Oh, you
it's
gotta really be a
television
Dick
screen,
Deadeye.
Yeah.
and then it plays like 100 different pinball machines. So,
Has anybody been down to the Museum of Science and Industry?
not lately.
Not lately.
So it's
They
once
had
in a
the
while.
TI set up.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. Before, it was down on the main floor, and they had one whole section that was all run by TI.
Still now?
Well, no, they've still got, well. let me
I
tell you
remember 40 years ago I saw him there.
Well, then they moved them up onto the second floor,
Mhm.
and they had them in those cases where you could access the keyboard. but
Like, they had the
you couldn't
game on
change
exhibit
anything.
a number of years
And
back.
now, most of them.
But they used to
the guy
actually
that-
run embedded systems.
Yeah, the guy that ran all that,
Hmm.
was talking to Richard Bell. I hooked the two of them up, and I said, Richard, just stop there. His problem is he can't get any new consoles. I said, you have extra consoles for sale, brand new ones. Talk to this guy. We opened up one of the boxes, and what they had inside were cartridges that were wired. They were wired just going everywhere. And I said, we can write software for you. You can get new programs and all. The guy said, we'll talk. And so he's going to talk to Richard Bell. I don't know if he ever did. because
Huh.
Richard had a stroke and hasn't been back to the fair in some time. So they still have all the machines there. They're attic. If you've ever been in, well, I've never been in the attic, but they have stuff from 1,000,000 years ago. They used to have an O-gauge railroad down there that was run by Santa Fe. Now it's all HO.
I remember the old one. I used to love it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay, we
I
should
just saw a
probably move
video about
on.
it on YouTube, as a
Alright.
matter of fact.
And that was Stardust by
And that's still
Billy
all up
Dolch.
there. It's up
All
in
these
the
games
attic.
are available on the TI Game Shelf online. Or if you go to Western Horizon Technologies archive of the From Barry Harmson collection, they're on there. And I'll show you where. So here's one of the thumb drives I've been giving away at fairs. Here's the latest one. I haven't updated it since 2018 because that's pretty comprehensive. Here's From Barry Harmson. Here's named programs. Here's A. And these are all in alphabetical order. So I could just do a file search here, but if I scroll down, you'll see all sorts of wonderful stuff. So where was Alien here? There. Here's Alien Land, right there. So Alien Land and Circus and Jump Miner and Stardust, they're all there. Let's go back to TI mode.
I'm gonna probably.
So anything on hardware?
Unfortunately. Pleasantly.
Yeah, please.
I would.
Next one, check the website, you know about the website, we've got
Yeah.
The new website.
to see when the next date is, we don't know.
Email address, sorry, here's my cards too.
Okay, so
Nice of you.
You need any equipment, you need, yeah, well, you have a console, you have a P-box,
I do it.
okay. What else?
Are Pico cards worth trying to?
okay, I'm gonna have to
You
find
don't
out.
I don't have.
That was one of the shortcuts I was gonna do.
Well,
I think
we'll
the
talk
codes
next
are
time,
kind
we
of
have
rare.
more time.
Oh, they're rare.
Yeah.
I had one for a while, but I didn't have enough software to actually start the thing up, so.
I'm on the web page.
Okay.
So if you go to the web page, all my stuff's
Ah.
on there, okay, so. you can
Compact
drop me a
flash,
message
too.
there, And I'll give you my email.
I have to change memory cards here.
Or I'll send it to you from the card.
That'd be
okay?
great, yeah. Good,
Thanks for coming.
thank you. The Genevas, those are rare, right? Or the
Geneve?
Geneves.
Yeah, they're pretty rare, I've got two. But, I'm not sure if they work. I don't use them. Yeah, but yeah, they are rare. There's a
Okay.
fellow that comes up from Indiana who's been bugging me to get one for several years. And I didn't show up at the last one. I'm thinking of using one as a door prize at the fair.
Oh, wow.
And see how that, but unfortunately, if, only 24 people come,
If you're gonna do that, make it a raffle.
yeah, $10 a
Throw
piece.
$5, $10 in, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do something like that, cause that thing's too rare and valuable,
Yeah.
just to.
Mhm.
And the money would
Oh.
go to keep the fair.
Well, that's the thing, to keep everything going, cause it's not free to run the fair.
No, it certainly isn't. In fact, we ran a deficit last year and.
It's Tiger Cub 1431.
And
I
if
gotta go
the
through my
group doesn't have enough money,
cross-reference
who
list
chips
to
in?
find out what.
Yeah,
which
we always ask for
disc
donations at the fair.
Mhm. I don't think anybody would have a problem running a raffle thing if it's going to run the
Yeah,
next fair.
we'll see if I can even.
Just
find
an idea.
anything.
Or maybe just.
If you've ever seen my basement, there's stuff I haven't seen in years and years.
We got dead time now, somebody, Jim, could you sing or something, or perform a tap dance, or, no?
No, we sometimes, we look at the chat and the chat feature, if we can, and, see if anyone has any comments, and we'll be more than happy to answer
Show this.
any questions.
Can you tell everybody we got a new website, or is that gonna be a different episode?
No, I think. we should
Column
tell
on the
everybody.
left
Why don't you tell
is
them
the
about it?
volume number I'm looking for, and the column on the right is what it's called by the manufacturer. So in this case, Tiger Cub, I'm looking for disc 1431. And we're going to go to, what I'm doing here is I got a menu here. Okay, that's good. We're going to go to this utilities menu I have in disc 3 on this compact flash card. We're going to go to C, compact flash manager. And we're going to go to volume utilities, catalog, and as you saw, 1431 is actually volume 1021. And now we're cataloging this Tiger Cub disc of games here. And I was specifically looking for, Galaxy Landers on 1431.
Carrie Shute says, I like the fireworks display. Do you know why the live stream stops when I go full screen to type in a comment? That does not happen with other live streams. Good question. Do you know the answer?
Email YouTube technical support. Probably not our problem, probably their problem.
Okay, so Carrie, that's your answer. We have no control. Let's see. You know why the live stream stops when I go to get full screen to type in a comment.
Is you watching it on her phone or a computer?
He
I
is,
don't know,
it doesn't
what
matter.
Carrie is,
No.
I'm assuming he's watching another computer if he's typing in the chat,
Yeah.
either tablet or desktop.
I wish I brought my glasses today.
Want mine? Never see again. All right, so this is Tiger Cub disc 1431 from the late Jim Peterson's Tiger Cub collection that was also given away at various international fairs. And you can also get that on the Western Horizon Technologies website. So we're going to look here at Galaxy Lander.
Oh God, this looks familiar.
So run us through the program, please.
Okay, this was written 4 years ago. This is John Banky, by the way, JB Freeware. I used to like to come home from school. Across the street from school, they had the arcades they used to have, if you remember.
Fun
And
Zone and Chicago Game Company.
Yep, exactly. And so we'd play the games during lunch period, wink, wink. And so I'd come home and I didn't want to spend money at the arcade, so I wanted to recreate them. So this is obviously Lunar Lander from the early 80s or late 70s. And the object obviously is, I modified it a little bit, so instead of landing just on the moon, you can land on the different planets. Now, to be fair, and I can't remember, I don't know if this was an idea I got from one of the magazines or something, I don't want to plagiarize anybody, but either way, each planet has a different gravity, as you can see. And depending upon, obviously, the heavier the gravity, the harder it is, because you'll be fighting gravity to try to land the lander. And you could either use the S and the D keys, the left and right keys, to go left and right with your like side thrusters, and then the 8, 9, and the 0 key for different thrust, like 25% thrust, 50% thrust, 100% thrust. And the goal is to try to pick one of the landing pads, and the softer you land, the more points you get. And then if you land really hard or you miss the mark, you know, the lander will blow up, and as a penalty, you'll lose some of your fuel. And eventually, when you run out of fuel, you'll get to the high score screen or whatever, and that's it. Interesting enough, I didn't know this was going to be demoed today. I rewrote version 3 of this and added some features, and it's going to be in the April edition of the newsletter, the new version of it. But this is the 2.0 version from, oh boy, there's all some of my spaghetti code.
Yeah, but we just pulled up the header where you have
Yeah.
remmed it out. You got the title, you got your name, what it runs on, your version, the date.
So try see if it runs here, and it's just in black and white, and it's in black and white because the arcade version was in black and white. Of course, the arcade version had a big thruster, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Well, let's try for Earth to start with. So it's like 890 is what,
Yeah,
low,
yeah.
medium, high?
Yeah, low, medium, high, and then the S and the D for left and right. And remember, it's space, so like once you're going in a certain direction, you don't have to hold the key down, it'll keep going. So you want to land on those pads with the little black areas. Oh, and it's not documented, but if you get really screwed up, hit the space bar, and that's emergency thrust. Now see that thing on the side there, that bar?
Ah, I see.
That little green arrow has to be within the white area, otherwise you crash. You land too hard,
Okay.
and you kill everybody. So you're perfectly fine. So just hit you can hold down hold it down so it's in there. Good landing. You could have good, I think excellent, and there's something not fair.
Mm-hmm.
And then you try different ones. Now in the new version, all the planets are different colors. It's basically the same game. You have left and right thruster graphics, and I cleaned up a little bit of my spaghetti code.
So here's the moon.
You know, when you do left and right, you don't see anything. That's been updated. There you go. See, you're a wizard at this. Try one of the hard ones. Try Jupiter if you want to laugh, or
Sure.
Mars. Okay, this one.
So that's the enhancements. You're going to have,
Different planets are all different landing pads. See how hard it's coming down because of the gravity?
yeah. That's how I usually land.
Try Mars just for the.
Lose a third of your fuel, I lost my spacecraft.
Well, we want you to keep putting quarters in the machine.
What color was it? Blue. One blue left,
Try
one
Mars
blue right?
5.
Okay.
Try 5. Because I know one of them has like little cities and stuff. Well, this one, yeah. See, some this is gonna be pretty hard.
I hit the space bar by
Now
accident.
it's gonna blow up because there's no checking going up and down. See how it's gonna hit the ground on the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gee,
that was-
Wells just wrote a program that did that.
I tell you, like you said, if you have
Yeah.
total error checking, there's no way to keep the loop tight, and then it gets all sluggish.
Yeah.
Saturn, 7, and that'll be the last one. I know one of them has like cities, like the Earth has. Yeah, see, try getting the bottom one if you're good.
Okay. Again, I hit Butterfingers. I hit
You're
the
gonna blow up again.
hit the space bar.
I shouldn't have told you about that space bar.
Well, then I'd be wondering why he's taking off uncontrollably.
Oh, I also put documentation on the new one too, so you know what everything means.
Documentation.
Yeah, what's that?
Okay. Here's your
That's a
rectum.
space bar. Maybe I should have made something besides the space bar. Now you should have hit the space bar.
Yeah. Okay, so y'all got,
Yeah, that's.
rather than just one designated area in a barren landscape, you've got all sorts of.
The 9 planets and the moon, so you got 10 selections.
Mhm. Okay.
Oh, and you can't go up and down, left and right at the same time in this one. I fixed that. Well, there you go. I guess that was good enough.
An excellent landing.
It's gonna
Yeah, I
Half
only
of
got
the
one
craft
leg
is
on
in
that
rock.
section.
Sprite detection.
And Pluto. Okay, here's a barren landscape.
And depending upon how big the pad is, you get more points, I think. So the harder it is, the more points you get, I believe.
I'm just trying to get it down in one piece.
That's perfect.
Good
See,
landing.
there you go. It just,
Good landing, pilot.
Yeah. Okay, and Venus has got a. So how fast can you get going sideways?
you can hold it. As I said, you can't go sideways and up at the same time
Yeah.
in this version.
Yeah.
Oh, use the emergency, good.
Yeah, I've seen some games you can get going.
I think you can go
sprite
up to
speed's
speed,
like
too.
128. It keeps accumulating faster and
In
faster.
theory, if I program this right, it should keep going faster and faster, but I don't know. I don't know if I limited it. You need crazy people like yourself from trying to do it.
Yeah, you must have limited the sideways speed.
You're already to die.
Yeah, it just won't go any faster
As I
sideways.
said, the new one will have the side thrust graphics we could see, and you can actually side thrust and move up at the exact same time, which makes it a little bit easier. And then I added some color.
Whoops, you almost landed that one.
Yeah.
What would happen if you hit it at a speed like that? Would it just bounce off like a?
No, eventually it would detect that there was a collision and it would blow up.
I think in my notes here I had Shuttle
Shuttle.
by, if I'm lucky, I won't mention any names until this comes up.
How you feeling?
Oh, sore.
I was gonna say that if we were gonna, I told John Grenholm that we would give him a text or something, since he doesn't
I
answer
don't
his
think
phone.
today's a good day.
Not gonna make it?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so. With the extra hour, I'm going to, once the medicine wears off. See what I worry about?
Getting home. Yeah. I can understand.
Because my leg starts to twitch.
I see.
And that's not good for the accelerator.
No, not good for the brake either, for that matter.
Okay.
Time for Captain Vic's 3-hour tour.
Yeah.
Maybe someday during the week.
Okay, well, I think what I'm gonna have to do, I don't want him to throw this stuff away. I don't want him to put it in the dumpster. And, I guess maybe I'll have to go over and try and get it myself.
I'm sorry.
No, it's, but, I don't wanna keep it in my car and bring it back to work. We had a flood, this week. The furnace blew
Well,
out.
tell you what, if you can pick it up at your convenience.
Okay, Jim, you're closer to the microphone. You want to read this one? This
This
is called Shuttle. I believe it's by our old buddy Manuel Constantinius, who did Diablo on the TI.
Okay, the object of the game is to take the little men to the mothership, for which you are rewarded 50 points each. You then return and rescue again. Each time, difficulty will increase. To launch the ship from any position, press the L key. The two side arrows, left and right, control the dodging action of the ship. The large enemy ship may fire at you only when it is very directly over you, so be very careful. Crossing over a smile will give you extra points. The high score is printed at top left corner. Good luck. Any key.
Press the L button. Please wait. I've never seen this before. Some years ago, we had,
So is this a joystick-driven game?
here we go. No, keyboard here.
So your
Ship
rocket-
just appeared at the
Your
bottom. The little
rocket
guy's
ship has
running
been
to
moved to
it.
the pad. Your
Okay.
astronaut has been loaded in.
What are we trying to do? Just get.
Looks
to-
like a Frogger. Well, like a,
It is to not get hit.
yeah.
Trying to get in there or shoot that?
There we go.
Oh, a little penetration.
I missed the smile.
Why did I know?
Okay. Now we gotta try to get back to the bottom.
Especially when we're depleted, you know. There we go.
All
Spin
right.
around, do it the back way.
So you gotta get these guys off the surface. He's on the ship, and I can press launch. It's struggling against the gravity.
You can't speed up a.
Now it's as fast as, oops.
You blew up real good.
And what was that? What was the grinning face there, the happy smile?
Smile, that's a bonus point.
Cheshire Cat.
Oh, yeah. You gotta kill that and.
No. If you cross over it, then you get bonus point.
Oh, so you want to cover that.
And you want to put a smile on their
Yeah,
face.
put a smile on her face. Yeah.
Yes.
So once you launch, you really don't have any control except left and right. You can't go any faster up.
And that yellow thing, I suppose, is that a bad guy?
That's the secret saucer that tries to destroy you. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Ah, I was trying to get the face.
Isn't that too high for Pluto?
I think he's referring to the gravity value.
Probably, but maybe,
Those-
you know what, maybe I'll take a look at that for the update, because, as I said, I wrote this 40 years ago, I was a kid. So let me take a look. I think it's been, in the 40 years, it's been a planet, not a planet, about 10 times.
It's still a planet in my book.
They keep changing their mind.
Yeah, because those gravity levels were relative. I don't even think you go all the way up to 1. It looks like that's a mathematical
I think basically.
factor you used.
Yeah, that I use as a multiplier.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Pluto's probably,
Yeah. Because somebody would say, well, Earth is a 1, and the moon would be, what, 1/6?
well, there's two different differences there.
Yeah.
You have both the gravity being slightly different, and then you have the
Yeah.
landscape being different.
Yeah.
So I will take a look at that, and maybe I can change the values to be something a little more accurate. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I guess maybe 40 years ago, they probably didn't have we didn't have a lot of knowledge about Pluto back then. I know since then, we probably had a couple
Well,
flybys.
it's close enough,
Well, yeah,
you know, but yeah, diehards would say, yeah, Earth would be 1 point whatever,
Right,
one
if you're,
point
if you're doing
zero.
relative Earth gravity.
Yeah.
yeah, I would imagine that, yeah, I see what you mean. I mean,
If you're
Earth is
doing-
1.05, it should be 1, that's too much. But then again, you gotta understand, this is, also just a video game.
Right, if you're doing meters per second or something like that, it might be,
Yeah, it just shows you your relative
Well, the
value.
other thing too is that if there's next to no gravity like the moon, it doesn't make it any fun. You know, because now it's gonna be coming down so slow,
Yeah,
what's the point?
we gotta make sure that, when you land, you don't land on your side.
Yeah.
okay, so we swapped the discs there, we unmounted it from drive 1 and put another one in. Apparently there's no automatic load program, so I'm gonna have to call EA, then press D for directory, and then 1 for drive 1. And oh, okay, I'm off a whole 10 discs here. Let me get my
Uh-oh.
cross-reference sheet. I loaded the wrong disc.
Technical difficulties, everybody.
So, 1437, what did I say I wanted?
Okay, while he's doing that, we have a new web page. It's at the same address, right?
Yeah, Chicago
Except it's got a lot more sections now. If you guys have any comments or questions, there's links to almost everything up there now. It's a work in progress. Give it a look. See, it's basically Chicago TIUG, ChicagoTIUsergroup.org. And Jim did all the heavy lifting behind the scenes, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, Jim, again.
Not a problem.
Yeah, that is the correct one on disc number 1027. However, no, it's not. It's supposed to be Tiger Cub 1437, and it's not. Okay. Defend the city. To 8.
Oh, as long as he's doing that. The other thing, we're gonna have a little bit of a change is, due to the size of the newsletter, it's getting bigger and bigger. We're not going to be doing a mailing list where we mail out the newsletters.
Right, we'll mail out a notification that the letter is available and a link to download it from the website.
Yeah, so, yeah, we'll be sending out notifications with the link. Otherwise, if you just bookmark the webpage,
You can find it yourself.
you can just download it yourself in a PDF format. We're going to be making the newsletter for that month available the day after the general meeting. Give people an incentive to go to the meeting. You could wait one day.
Right, if you come to the meeting, you can get a print copy.
Printed copy at the meeting.
Yeah, otherwise, day after, you will see it on the website.
So we're gonna take out.
And Captain Tennille here is working on
The skipper.
the skipper. You don't see him, he's got a skipper's hat from Gilligan's Island.
Yeah,
Look, Vic.
and the correct color shirt and pants.
Yes.
I'm just looking for the silly graphics text adventure. 018. Oh, so again, this was typical of what Jim Peterson would run. He would add to any program that he put in his Fairware collection is the original credit of who wrote it, and if they're asking for a donation, and they just cheerfully say, yeah, get this out there. And, maybe somebody will send me some money once in a while.
Don't hold your breath.
And he also did that nice bouncing animation that's one of the nuts and bolts sub-programs that you can put in your program that bounces letters like that.
You can explain where you're going, with epileptic.
Press any key after you recover from your seizure.
How long was
Okay.
I out? We shouldn't make fun of it, that's
Okay.
serious.
Yeah. So this is Carfax Abbey,
Lines today.
and I believe the main abbey itself is a cube that's like 5 by 5 by 5 or 10 by 10 by 10 or something like that. And you start in the middle of the first floor, and your idea is to try to get to the exit that's on who knows what level on the back of the building. And meanwhile, you get to encounter supernatural obstacles and such.
Ooh.
So we're going to,
What's cool about this program is that if you do actually win the game, what you then do is you go to the score, the high score, you type in the model and a year of the car that you're driving, and it gives you the value.
Really?
Really? Carfax.
Even now?
Carfax.
so,
You
if you
always
want to
ask
read it,
Carfax.
Yeah.
James? Can you read Oldie Englishy?
Okay, press any key when you have finished with each page of instructions. Key function back to return to the main menu. Key function begin to abort. Add the instruction procedure and run the game program.
Okay, so we finish this page. I'll press any key.
Before the game program runs, there will a delay while the machine code routines and main program are loaded. You must then select the layout number 1 through 999. The program will map out each room in the Abbey, which provides the setting for the game. The layout procedure is very lengthy and is likely to last for several minutes. Progress room by room and floor by floor is monitored on the screen during the layout process.
There's 17 more pages.
Yeah, I know. The prompt will ask if the game is new. If not, data stored on disk may be loaded to continue a previous game. As data is accessed from the disk using the layout as reference, only one game for any particular layout may be stored at any time.
Well, you gotta remember what number game you were playing. Okay.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to play the game anymore because.
No.
I spent time reading the docs. Note,
Yeah.
very important note. Storing game data will overwrite any existing data for the same layout number.
And it doesn't matter.
Here we go.
You're gonna get
Carfax
something.
Abbey.
Yeah.
This is
15
You're gonna
pages
die,
left.
there's no question.
This is a three-dimensional maze game set in a rambling abbey on 4 floors with
25 rooms.
25 rooms on each floor in a 5 by 5 room matrix. Your location is indicated on the plan above the main display during the game.
I feel like I'm in grammar school. Now, James, would you turn to page 17 and read the first paragraph?
Yes.
Press the button. There we go.
The main display will show either the north, south, east, or west elevation of the room in which you are located, and any exit on that elevation. You may turn to face a different elevation by pressing N, S, E, or W, or using joystick control.
Next.
Any key.
Here we go. I was
11
joking about
pages
the
left.
17 pages, I was joking.
And notice it
Possible-
did show an option at the first screen of printing out these
Yes.
instructions.
Possible exits include a door, a locked door, a corridor, stairs leading up, stairs leading down, a lift. The legend,
I think our tunnels do
a,
have
wa-
red shorter
a
dots.
wall may be misleading. There are secret panels in the abbey. Yikes.
The guy just wants you to die.
Progress to the next room via the exit displayed is achieved by pressing either the enter or the joystick fire button. Status may be checked at any time during the game. There are no other instruction is given, or where there are no other instruction is given, action is advanced by pressing any key or the joystick fire button. If no key is pressed, the game will automatically advance after a short delay. Pressing P will suspend the automatic advance until any other key is pressed.
Please, dear God.
I can put circus
doesn't-
back in.
Doesn't sound like there's
Oh,
done.
there we go.
Maps are available from the status screen. Maps show detail of explored sections of the Abbey. Select map display using number keys 1 through 4. Return to status screen by pressing spacebar.
Oh, good.
You-
Oh,
you
just like
done?
Tunnels of Doom, you can
Oh, I
find a
mean, the
map.
The
on
game
floor.
is reading the dots.
Yeah.
Complete
Uh,
floor maps may also be found on each level. Complete floor maps may also be found on each level. Explored rooms are marked with a letter E. Current location is marked with an asterisk. Secret panels are only shown as, that looks like suck, as such on maps after they have been discovered.
Nice font.
Energy. When the game begins, your energy rating is 100%. Your first visit to a room will earn 10 points. Subsequent visits to the same room will lose 5 points. The game ends if your energy level reaches 0%.
That can happen after reading the.
The object of the game is to find and destroy Count Dracula. There we go. To overcome the Count, you must find this crucifix hidden in the Abbey and gain a magic rating of at least 200.
So you gotta
That's
level
gotta
up.
be it.
No.
Oh, man.
How to get
Yes.
magic.
Magic. This is achieved by finding items as you explore. The crucifix is rated at 50 points, while other items have lower ratings. Spells may also be purchased from goblins.
Oh, let me do one for the goblins.
Yeah. You don't
Go ahead.
always attack everything you see.
Oh, no, if it moves, shoot it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, blow it up. Corridors. Passing through corridors, you may meet any of a number of different creatures who live in the house. There'll be mice, there'll be.
It doesn't say mice.
All right, they include goblins, blobs, ghosts, imps, and a couple of crows. Some are friendly. Oh, good. They like my face because I'm an American. I know.
Go ahead.
Goblins. If you're carrying gold when you first enter a corridor, a goblin may decide to approach you. You may pay the goblin off.
It doesn't say
All
that.
right, there are harmless traders prepared to trade energy or magic for gold. They're usually honest. Oh,
Just like our
oh,
politicians.
yeah, there's my
He
politician
opens his
skeleton key.
raincoat. Hey, what, buy a watch?
You may find a skeleton key. It may be attached to a skeleton. It has no energy or magic value, but will still unlock any door at a cost of 25 points per door. I've been into places like that. If you have no key but have accrued sufficient gold, any goblin you meet may be willing to sell you a key or do something else to you. Lift, elevator. Whilst exploring, you may discover one of the entrances to the lift. Be sure you do not walk through an open door because you may fall 14 stories. This may be used at any time to transfer to any floor. Use of the lift is free of charge. Thank God there's no charge for the use.
Hey, we just got a thing on here. The Italian users group just logged in. Hello, Italy. I hope everything's good over there.
Buongiorno,
Now,
buongiorno.
carry on. We have more directions.
Oh, yes. Secret passages.
Which page are we
Entry
on?
through a secret panel will often give you access to
I
an
can't get my
adjacent
mean-
shoes
room
and socks
to
off.
which easy access is not obvious. Nothing's obvious. There was more. We
Oh,
missed.
sorry.
It's like a book.
Yeah, we may have to go back. We don't have time for the game. So next month, we may play the
Yeah,
game.
next month we'll
Yeah.
read some more directions.
Yeah.
Reward, after the count has been destroyed, a reward of 500 gold pieces may be earned by finding and using one of the exits on the ground floor. Otherwise, you will be trapped there forever.
It doesn't say that.
Every move of this stage incurs a 10% energy loss, as does reading these bloody instructions. Oh, no.
No, this might, this is it, we're
This is
done.
it, we're done.
Yeah. Well, we can change the text
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
Whew.
I think it's red already, isn't it?
Probably.
We can go to
Oh.
green.
Italy's here, Italy's
Buongiorno,
watching.
buongiorno.
Buongiorno, yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
They have,
That
they have,
hurts.
they have a really nice users group
Oh,
over
yeah?
there. Because I put their link up on our new webpage.
Yeah. Put 'em
So
on
now
there.
we can run the
Yep.
main program. Carfax Abbey by David Vincent.
Hey, what was that third page of the directions again? I forgot.
Maybe I'll actually print
Doesn't
them out.
matter, we're all
Jim, stop
gonna
rolling your
die.
eyes.
We're gonna die.
Okay, you did say this would take a
Yes.
few minutes, so do
Please
we
wait
have
and wait some
fair
more.
announcements or anything, hardware
Yes,
demonstration?
yes, by all means.
By all means.
First of all, the fair will be October 26th, as everyone should know by now. If you don't, you've obviously not been paying attention. So what you should do now, if you want more information, is go to our webpage or read our brand-new newsletter. I'm gonna turn you over to the editor of our brand-new newsletter, John Benke.
JV Freeware. Yeah, the webpage is a work in progress. I'm working on April, it's the April edition. The February and March one's in the can. March will be available online tomorrow morning. You'll be able to download your own copy. We have the newsletter has the information about the fair on there. I also have a couple of local hotels. It's also very near one of the train stops, so if you want to save a little bit of money by going into the city, you
Might
do
get
so.
mugged.
You might get mugged, but it should be okay during the daytime.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Bring your own beer, right?
No, no,
No,
no, no.
Join us for the pub
Oh,
crawl
the pub
after
crawl.
the fair.
Crawl.
Pub crawl, where Hal will be leading karaoke,
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah. Dancing nude on top of a table, no doubt,
Oh.
after the third or fourth.
Bring
you
your-
know what, tell me a little
bring
bit about the
your
day
bleach
before.
for
You
your
said it was
eyes.
a dinner the day
Yes,
before?
we generally get together on a Friday night, and whoever in town, it gets announced where we're gonna meet, we never know who's gonna show up. Whoever shows up, shows up. We talk TI, we talk about what people have done in the past years as we've seen them. And,
Read stuff, right?
It is a social event.
It's a social event, no computers, just social, and we eat, we drink, we talk.
So from what I understand, okay, if you fly in Friday night.
Or
you-
Friday afternoon.
Friday afternoon, you go to the Friday dinner,
Yep,
you spend all day at the fair because it's awesome.
That's
okay?
right.
On Saturday.
And after the fair on Saturday, okay, you do the pub crawl.
no, we have a banquet. We
A
have
banquet?
An awards banquet.
An awards banquet, after the banquet's the pub crawl.
Pub crawl.
After the pub crawl is the survivor's breakfast.
That's right, and anybody who survives the pub crawl can come to.
So it's
breakfast.
an entire weekend
That's right,
extravaganza,
absolutely.
okay?
Cue the dancing girls.
And we will be raffling off hell for
Yep,
the weekend.
yep.
Are we ready to,
I'll be your slave.
are we going over the rules again?
Well, at least, no, but at least it's better than a spinning wheel, or worse, a blank screen that
Oh, we're
says,
the
please
room
wait.
11, here we go. How
Yeah,
many
it's
rooms,
showing you-
500?
You
Yeah.
have been warned, and this is the time, if you play this game, you have a cup of coffee, smoke a cigarette,
Smoke a
And I think I'm gonna go take a bathroom.
Oh, make a
Okay.
missile, of course.
It's a good idea.
If it's legal, where you are.
How many people make the survivor's breakfast?
Very few. Over the years, very few.
So you have to be a
Waleed,
professional.
Waleed, Barry Harmson, sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't.
It's like a challenge though, right? To
Yes,
make
it is.
everything?
It is. It's, now if you're from Chicago, you know that on St. Patrick's Day, on the southwest side of the city, they do the mile. There are 26 bars in that mile. And the idea is to go to each one and have a drink.
Have a drink.
Very few people make it to the end. But if you do, and you survive the next day, you can tell your grandchildren, if you are still able to produce any, that you did the mile. And the same thing with the infamous pub crawl.
But we're not doing 26 bars.
No, not 26, we never do more than, say, 12 or 15.
Over 15.
No, I think our limit, I think the most we ever did one time was 11. I may be wrong, it may have only been 10. But some of those bars are no longer there, and as a result, we don't walk more than,
Are we gonna do cake stands?
I don't think so.
No? Vic, do
You-
you do cake stands? No, not anymore.
Not anymore. no.
Not anymore.
I'm 79 years old, there, and I got
I'm
a
gonna
bad
hold you
heart.
up.
Yeah, well, we're gonna need a whole raft, a flotilla of wheelchairs towards the end of the evening.
Oh, wait, we're ready to go. Where's Jim?
Jim had to go to the little boys' room.
Uh-oh. Can we bring the camera into the boys' room with us?
Oh, well, we could, but that's probably rude.
Okay, then,
Okay, so
Vic's
we're
gonna go, right?
So on joystick control,
Here
oh,
we
so
go.
there's 4 floors. So we're on the ground floor, as you can see by the chart at the top of the screen.
Nice graphics for TI
Yeah,
standards.
yeah. So it's a checkerboard. We're in that one. We're facing north. Gives you a compass rosette up there on the left.
Is this where you type yo-ho and then,
Yeah.
wrong game, sorry, wrong game.
But yes, so this is a graphical text adventure.
But somebody got my,
North of locked door. Use joystick for direction. Fire to move. S for status. Well, that's what you see north. But, oh, I turned right and I'm facing east, a door. And I could move. So if I press S, okay, here's the text. We're in room number 3, level 1. We got no gold, no spells, 100% energy, E to exit, S to save, M for map.
oh, we're finished?
There's the map.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, so it shows you need keys for 2 doors there, the
Oh,
north
this is
and the
kinda neat.
west. And your east door is open, and key 1 to 4 or space bar.
Let me get back to the picture.
There we go.
We wanna go east, right?
Yeah,
So we're pointing north.
yeah, open the door and enter.
Oh.
No, we were facing east.
Oh, okay, I thought the little arrow on the top would change.
You find a bag containing 5 gold pieces. Gain 10 points for exploring room 4 on level 1. So let's press S for status.
In the next room, that's where the Wumpus is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be
I'm
fun.
hearing goblins.
Wumpus.
Yeah. James is
Can you
bad.
let James
You have
in?
a space invader if you go
Yeah,
left,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Wumpus if you
Still
go right.
loading.
No, it's loaded.
No, we're
So-
playing now. You weren't here, so
so-
you lost your
Oh,
chance.
yeah, yeah. You
So
missed-
now let's look at the map again. M
We've
for
got
map.
gold now.
Okay.
Yeah, the gold.
Oh, okay. So we have explored the first room, which is the middle one on the bottom, and we're currently in the one just to the right of that, as shown by the green asterisk. And level 1 to 4, key 1 to 4, so that's fine. And space for back. Okay.
Looks familiar.
Fire to move. We're still
East.
facing east, a door.
Go on there, that's where the Wumpus is.
Oh, west a door, east a door. How do I look north?
West, east, keep,
Only east and west. It won't let me look north at a blank
there's no
wall.
door there, yeah.
What's behind door number 3?
Okay.
That's the one.
Vanna
with the-
White.
No, that's the, let's make a deal.
1964
Ah.
Corvette.
You know, a little magic potion, some windows.
Yeah.
Break open the windows.
Gain 10 points for exploring room 5 on level 1. Okay.
Those windows or are those bars?
I don't know, it could be both. Decorative bars.
We're looking east, an outside wall. Use joystick for direction. Fire to move S for status.
On the stairs, go on the stairs.
S for status.
Oh, I thought it said stairs, I'm sorry.
So there's the door. And
Gotta stay focused.
fire to
Sorry.
move. We've got to
One
open the door
meeting.
again. Okay.
Dum, dum, da, dum. Oh, never mind.
Cost you 5 points to re-enter this room. Thanks.
Oh, boy.
Wait a minute.
Jim played better.
East,
Yeah,
west.
we just got the gold. How could they take it away?
They're just, yeah.
We'll never get out of here.
Well, you get gold, you get points, and you get magic.
And then you get mugged by a goblin.
It costs you 5 points to re-enter the room.
Oh.
I wasn't, were you paying attention to the directions? Was there like dragons and stuff in
Goblins.
Yeah.
here? Goblins, remember goblins?
Supposed to be
Okay.
You gotta
honest.
bribe the goblins.
Yeah, well, I tell
We
you
got
what.
5 pieces of gold, 20 spells. We're in room 3, level 1, where we started. E to exit, S to save, M for map. Here's the map. Okay, we're right back where we started.
In all seriousness, this is a well-made game.
I
We're making fun of it because of the long directions, but it's extremely well-made.
I used to live in Chicago. I know all about honest goblins.
Honest God.
Okay, we have no key.
Because you
Okay,
used them already.
all right.
Get the lockpicks out.
East door. Yeah, this is
You
vexing.
trapped? You trapped yourself.
That's for status. M for map. It shows there's a lock there. Oh, there was a door to the north there on the
You're in
room
the-
just to our right.
Are you the
Okay.
extra?
I beg your pardon.
I don't know. I see E's.
Yeah, what, they look like,
Yeah, I'm an asterisk. Okay, so we'll go east again.
You open the door.
All right.
Now the Wumpus comes out.
I think it's Hunt the Dracula.
You gotta watch
Plus
out.
your five
It's
point-
It's a good thing we're,
Someone's paying attention.
good thing we're in the basement.
Hence-
because
hence
there
the
are
name
trap doors.
Carfax.
Oh, wait, we got, hey, wait, we got tips here. Carrie says, so from the middle room, you should be able to go north, different joystick to change direction. Different joystick.
Yeah, use a
to
different
you.
joystick and maybe a different game.
No, I can't see because there's a little, thing of stupid, oh yeah, no. Different joystick push to change direction. So go to the middle room, he wants you to go north.
I'm trying. Oh,
Right, I think you're getting a rotational
Yeah.
view, so you go left or right, you get a
there we
different
go.
view.
Alpha
of the room.
lock up.
I'm afraid to press it.
And now I was able to look north, something I couldn't do before. Okay, use joystick for direction.
And Carrie's played this one before.
We're on level 2 if you've got your notes. I think I've tried 1 a few times. It's like microsurgeon. You keep trying 1 and you go, gosh, this is tough.
Right,
Or,
Try the easiest level, and then you find, and you can't even beat that, and
Here's the status. We're in room 9. M for map. Okay. What?
Kind of just let you
Oh,
know.
okay.
Just let you know.
Okay, so there's a stairway to our left and possibly what, a secret entrance to the right? Well, let's try it one
It's
again.
like the songs, you know?
We're looking north, a
To the
wall,
left of me, Joker's to the right.
east, oh, a corridor.
In the middle with you.
So now we've moved east. West, stairs leading up. Use joystick for direction, fire to move. All right, now you see we're on level 2. Okay, gain points for exploring. S for status, M for map. Okay, see, here we're on floor 2. Well, there's a stairway going up and a stairway going
I
down,
suppose we can.
a corridor, and a locked room. So we could possibly go north.
I don't have a calendar here. I don't know what,
Because that was the alternate, because April was bad, remember April 6th?
North the
was bad?
corridor,
April
yeah,
6th.
I can't make it an April.
that didn't sound good.
right, so March 30th
March
was the,
30th.
March 30th was the date that Vic proposed,
Right.
and the first weekend in April, you said was bad for
Okay,
you.
well, let's, maybe we should
Let's
think about.
focus on this.
Yeah, let's, Vic,
Okay, so we,
we kind of extended our period here. It's 3:30. Maybe we should start thinking about, shutting down.
yeah,
And spend a little bit of time talking about what we're gonna do next.
okay. So that's the Carfax Abbey. This is a fun game. You really don't have to do too much map making skills here, because it shows you the map all the time. And you got points, experience points, you got magic, and you got gold. And we'll save this. Are you sure? Yeah. because I can pick this up when I get home.
Carrie, we'll have to finish it next time, sorry. I think I'm saying Carrie right.
Yep.
Thanks for the tips, everybody.
So, you exit game, or you sure press Y?
It's, in all seriousness, I mean, it's the end of the day, so we're a little bit tired, but it's a very well-made game, and I'm actually gonna check this one out myself.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me very much of the Tunnels of Doom, like, without the cartridge.
Will you wrap up the broadcast?
I think.
Yeah, I think that we should probably say grazie to our friends from Italy and for coming. And,
Once again, what is the date for the fair?
And the fair is going to be October 26th. So if you can come over and join us, we would love to see you. And that goes for everybody, of course. We'd love to see everybody at the fair, right here in beautiful downtown Evanston at the Evanston Public Library from on Saturday, the 26th of October. And there'll be more information as time goes by. We still got about, 8 months before the fair.
But make sure you book your room early.
Yeah,
Those
make-
things tend
Make a
to.
reservation. And we have
You know, you
some
hit the fair.
exciting stuff to
I'll show the
to happen at the
kids
fair.
about it.
So, this is the, from the newsletter. This would be the screen, on the screen right now is some information from the newsletter. And John, you want to tell us a little bit more about the newsletter on the website?
Yeah, well, by the way, one of the hotels has already been booked, so on the webpage, I replaced it with a different hotel, so there's 4 there. But there's plenty of hotels in the area, but the ones that are listed are within walking distance. You know, the first one's like right across the street, and then the next 3 of them are within 2 or 3 blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And this is downtown Evanston, beautiful downtown Evanston, and so there's not a problem with crime or anything. And we're near a train station, so if you need to come from the airport or from another part of the city, it's just a train ride away.
Yeah, you can reach it by public transportation from the airport. You take the blue line down, then transfer to the red or the purple line.
If you go downtown, it's like Lake Street, I believe, right? But if you want
Yeah,
to
you have to
go
go all
all
the
the
way
way downtown.
downtown, yeah, you
Yeah.
come all the way back. But it is possible, or you could take, I believe it's the 208 bus. It comes all the way from O'Hare Airport, all the way to Old Orchard, where you transfer to the 201.
If public transportation is gonna be $4, $5, $6. If you take an Uber, it's gonna be
30, 35, 40.
or more.
But it'll get you here quicker.
Yeah, Uber,
Oh, yeah.
either way though, from the airport, it's gonna be 45 minutes to an hour and a
Sure.
half, depending on traffic. It shouldn't be too bad on a Saturday though.
Depends what time and what's going on in the city.
Or
So
if they come
that's-
for the weekend,
that's-
the pub thing.
That's about it for here. Now, have we decided when the next meeting will be?
I'm good with the 30th.
March 30th? Does that sound,
I have no problem with the
March
30th.
30th?
Yeah.
Okay.
because of some conflicts that we seem to have?
March 30th, 2 meetings in 1 month. You can't beat that.
That's right.
Find me any other user group in existence right now that meets twice a month.
That's right.
No, we will be skipping April.
Maybe
Now-
we'll have some bonus content,
Now that
uploaded for
now that we're
April.
all standing and saluting, this is our sign off, and we hope to see you all next time. So, arrivederci from Evanston, and we will try and meet you all here again on the 30th of March.